Beardos, weirdos, boys and girls, how are we all doing? Okay, so a lot of you saw the community post last night, and a few of you have got some questions. People are worried that I'm stopping debunking. Absolutely not. What I'm stopping is reacting to people that I will never convince otherwise. What I am stopping is getting into arguments with people that are lying, for lack of a better term. When somebody puts out a video claiming it is real paranormal and it's not, it's a lie, it's a scam, I don't like that. I will never like that. And I will continue to point out the lies, the scams, and I'll do that with a clear conscience. The issue I'm having now is, I bring out a video, that video is, this channel have faked, or potentially faked, or in my opinion faked, because of X, Y, Z, here's the proof. And then that channel will unload on me on Facebook, or on Twitter, or in their own videos, or whatever. And then I get called names, and then the communities come into my comment sections, and I get really pissed off. And I'm like, hey, I'm not lying. I'm not faking. I go out and investigate and capture nothing, for the most part. So then I bite back, and I fight back. And recently, I've started biting back and fighting back, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing from me. This isn't the community's fault. This isn't anyone else's fault. This is on me. I take things too personally, and then I'll fire back. And I've started to get personal again. Something I said I wouldn't do. I made this mistake before. I did it with Laney and Ben. Now, I'll still stand by everything I did about Laney and Ben because of the way they were treating people. I stand by it. But some of the things I did were wrong. Some of the names I called them were wrong. I should have left it at scammers. Should have left it at that. But no, I had to get into personal stuff with them. And then they in turn had to come into my live streams on Twitch and try to mess with me there. And then all of that nasty stuff that happened around it, you know, that affected other people. It affected people. And what happened was I went so hard at them to show them for what they were as scammers that a video came out calling me the face of online bullying. And as much as I pretended that that didn't get to me, it really got to me. To see my face plastered on the internet as the face of online bullying, soul destroying. When I set out to, this was never about getting personal. It was always about exposing the truth. I learned from that. And then I got into it with ghost theory. And then there's this mass thing kicks off in my comment section. And of course, I fought back, and then I did some comedic skits where I pop up from behind an overlaid sandbag wall, waving a white flag, like, stop taking shots. And to me, it's funny. To others, I was just being horrible. And at that point, I still think I was on the right track. But then it got personal. From them, me, and their fan base, my everything. It just got completely out of hand. So I stepped away from it. And then I upset a few other channels. And then I made another mistake. And that mistake was, I got worried about fakers and liars' feelings. And then I started to pull my punches. I started to take a bit of a step back and I was letting people get away with bullshit and fakery. And that's wrong. And it was like, I was purposely avoiding certain channels to avoid the drama. And that was a mistake. Because I should be able to debunk whoever it is I think needs debunking. I should be able to look at a video and say, that is fake. Or, in my opinion, these guys are faking. How can they have this much evidence every week? Week after week after week. How can they have so many natural things that scare them week after week after week? Not speaking of any channel in particular before you start. I should still be able to make those videos. But the realization that has hit me now is, after I put out my video, after I say my piece, I am then arguing with people whose opinion will never ever change. I can't change the opinions of a fan base that believe everything that is put in front of them is fake. They will have to see fakery for themselves and then look at my content and go, actually, he's backed me up. Actually, he's backed the concerns up, which a lot of people have done. A lot of people didn't like me. They keep watching the channel, something triggers, something catches them, and they're like, oh, I don't know about that. Let's go check Beardo. Oh, yeah, he was right all along. I'm sorry. Some people will never ever see the light of day, and my channel is not for you. So when you come into this channel and into this comment section and you're shouting and ranting and raving, and then I'm firing back, and then I'm doing a video responding to the negative comments, and all the while I'm doing that, I'm ignoring all the positive stuff that's on my channel. I do a lot of good for people. My live streams are a happy sort of party, more free, hardly ever about the paranormal or debunking. Sure, people will ask me my thoughts on like the stone tape theory, aliens, my own paranormal experiences, but for the most part, we talk about movies, we take the piss out of Parple takes the piss out of me. I do stupid things like this. Rawr. Rawr. And then I speak to my spirit guide.
Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick.
And then I get the happy birthdays and I do things like this. And this. And this. Yes, I chopped up a yoga mat and spray painted it and attached a red curtain to it to turn myself into Thor for comedy. And this is something that's getting a little bit lost in my debunking videos, is the fact that I debunk with logic and comedy. This is not toxic. This is a bit of fun, but it's a bit of fun at the expense of people that fake the content. And in with me arguing with people, and in with me trying to fight what I consider to be the good fight, and in with me defending myself, defending the community, defending channels, I have brought some heat and negativity to channels that I work with that I enjoy. Now, Real Evidence have become a victim of this. They've been accused of debunking a channel because I set them up for it because we investigated twice together. It wasn't the case. I had no idea what they were going to put in the video. And before the video even came out, it was blame Beardo. Beardo did this. Beardo put you up to this. Those guys didn't deserve that for investigating somebody's claims. That weren't on. I moderate for the Ouija Brothers, and then there are people putting Beardo thumbs down comments in the Ouija Brothers lives, and I was a moderator. I ain't deleting that. It's not my channel. People are right to have an opinion about me. And it's like, are they doing that because I have debunked a favourite of theirs? Or are they so upset because I've gone so hard after the debunk? Are they upset because I've got into the territory of behaving like the people they defend? Because that's what I've been doing. I have literally sat, recorded 2 other videos to come out this week after a debunk on ghost theory, watched the footage back, and I'm like, I'm behaving like them. Name calling, giggling, poking. What am I doing? That's not what I set out to do. That's not what this channel was meant to be. I've gone full circle. I am back to the Laney and Ben bollocks and drama. Does that mean that my debunking video on ghost theory will never see the light of day? Absolutely not. I should still be able to bring out a video and say, this is why I think this is fake. Look at this, look at this, look at this. The end. And then when people say you're a piece of shit, just remove the comment. Or ignore it. Instead of getting bogged down in, right, I'm going to tell these exactly why they're wrong. And then when a channel fights back, and of course they're going to fight back, channels are creating a fake narrative to pay their bills. And I'm impacting that. That ain't on me. That's on whoever is faking their content. And I'm not speaking about any channel in particular. I'm speaking about any channel that fakes their content, that stages things. Recently, I did a thing where I was like, everyone needs to chill out. Everyone needs to calm down. You need to stop going at this channel. You need to stop going at that channel. I'm never going to tell people to go and leave horrible comments and to do, you know, horrible things that are against terms of service. And people are doing it. They're telling their audiences to go after, mostly the debunkers. People are claiming right now, more than ever, that the debunking community is toxic whilst being toxic themselves. And they are sending droves of people into channel comments to flood the channel comments and then, you know, saying things like the debunkers are not needed. Yes, we are. Any paranormal investigation team worth their salt will debunk their own footage. But it's not about looking at your footage after the fact and going, you should be doing that on the spot. Same as the rest of the channels that I shout out do. The reason a lot of people don't debunk on the spot is they know it's fake. They know they've set that up. Even if they've set it up to, at the end of the video, say, that's not paranormal. And I will still call that shit out for exactly what it is. And then, you know, so I do this whole thing defending the debunking community. And then I do another one defending the paranormal community. And it's like I'm banging my head against the wall. No matter what I say, I'm still just a toxic, nasty, horrible debunker. And I'm never going to change anyone's opinion of that because I'm upsetting them by outing their favourite channels for what they really are. And I'm never ever going to apologise for that again. But I'm also never ever going to get dragged into your fucking... I'm never ever going to get dragged into arguments, drama, bullshit. You know, the channels I support, if I support them through arguing and shouting at people, all it does is raises tension. Whereas I should be supporting them by saying, look at this channel, look at this investigation, look how good this was. And I've done it. I did a video where Iconja and 3 Spires were confronted, one by police, one by a building owner or a neighbour or something. And because of their good attitudes, there was a positive outcome where a building owner or neighbour gets involved in the video. And he's like, this is actually cool. I actually believe in the paranormal. And he has a conversation with 3 Spires. Or the police, just say to Iconja, carry on. Obviously, you're not smashing the place up. Just be safe. And then there's like this little back and forth where Iconja are talking to the police about ghosts. And one of the police officers is like, yeah, this place is haunted. That's how I promote the real channels. That's how I fight their corner. By going out and doing investigations with them. By showing the positive stuff. By giving them shout outs in the lives. Like, this channel's really cool, go and check them out. For example, a channel that I've come across recently, Weeping Willow Paranormal. I really enjoy their content. Paranormal by the Sea. Quite a relatively new channel that I found, and I really enjoy them. And the way for me to fight their corner is just to be positive about them instead of sticking my nose in, frankly, where it doesn't belong. If somebody says to the Ouija Brothers, you staged that, and I'm like, no, they fucking didn't. Rah! It escalates things. And I haven't done that for the Ouija Brothers, just I'm using them as an example because I haven't done it. But I've done it for other channels. Instead of that, I should ignore it like most of these channels actually do. They ignore the negativity. And then I should just be concentrating on the good that they do. The good personalities, the good investigations, the comedy, the banter, the camaraderie amongst this community, because I kind of sit in a different position as a debunker. Now, a lot of the debunkers believe, a lot of them disbelieve. We're everything in between. We don't all always agree on anything. I mean, me and Mr. Grey are polar opposites of each other. He is the most skeptical and has to be proved otherwise, whereas I'm a believer because of my own experiences, and I try to find more proof of my experiences, and then I call out all the tomfoolery and bullshit along the way. Then you got Kenny Biddle, the most skeptical of all time, and he scientifically breaks down gadgets, gizmos, and recreates things. He looks into history of things, and he does it very, very well. Parple, I don't think Parple considers himself a debunker anymore. I think that's a fair statement. Parple has gone into his own sort of comedy reaction channel. And that's much better for him. And it works better for him. And he did that both for his own thing and for some self-realization like I did, that twice he got caught up in, what am I doing? Why am I getting involved in this? So to sum up, the list of bullshit isn't going anywhere. Billy Bullshit is still going to be popping up on screen now and again and saying bullshit in his squeaky little voice. I'll still be arguing with my Alexa. I will still be looking at videos, breaking things down, saying I believe this is fake because of, or this is fake because of, I have spotted this. All of that will stand, and it'll carry on the exact same way it's been going, no matter who the channel is. But what will stop is the snide remarks, the bitchiness that's coming from me lately, because I'm reacting to people that are being bitchy. What will stop is me reacting to nothing but negative comments and Facebook posts and Twitter posts, and if I had Instagram, probably Instagram posts. I have been concentrating in the wrong area. I've been looking at all the negativity like I've got to fight this with great vengeance and furious anger, to quote a bad motherfucker. And all that's done is made me look like a drama channel, brought a bit of heat to channels that I support, and quite possibly made other debunkers look at me and go, gotta be careful there, Beardo. Gotta be careful there. At the same point, I'm not the big bad evil that people will make me out to be. I'm only big bad and evil to their wallets. You see, I have done videos on some of the biggest channels out there, and some people that are quite well and highly thought of in the paranormal field, who have still taken positivity from me saying, I think this was fake, I think this was staged. Or, in fact, that was fake, that was staged. Some people have been like, you're wrong, my content isn't fake, but I respect your opinion. But because they've behaved differently on Facebook, because I've had emails off people saying what people are saying about me behind closed doors and all the rest, I end up reacting to it all. And it all just led to me trying to edit videos for hours yesterday and just deleting everything I'd made, because I didn't like what I was looking at. I didn't like that I was angry. I didn't like that I was name calling and all the rest of it. So for all of you people that were worried that I was going to stop debunking, I'm not. I know it doesn't matter that some people are giving me the advice of stop debunking and just go investigating. No. It's not how this channel started. This channel started, I was a reaction channel. I looked at spooky videos because I love the paranormal, and then slowly over time watching these videos, the realization that most of it's bullshit hit me. Why did I have to come to that conclusion? Because I didn't watch a lot of YouTube paranormal content, because I just didn't. I was busy with work because of my profession. I was busy with the music industry because, as well as working full-time, I was out touring and I was out playing the toilet circuit with bands that nobody liked. And then I was Twitch streaming because I quit the music industry. You know, the whole pandemic thing put me out of work. I couldn't get back into music, even though I didn't want to. I needed a creative outlet, so I got into my art that used to hang on the wall behind me, and I got bored of that quite quickly. And then I found YouTube and Twitch streaming, and it was a very different YouTube channel, but there was just this, I was missing some form of creativity, because, you know, I was always a front man in a band. I missed the creativity. I was just opening boxes and showing off stuff that I think is cool. All of this stuff, I used to unbox it all individually on a channel, and I loved it. But it wasn't creative. I couldn't really do anything special with it. I edited the videos on my phone for a long time. Just literally cut out the burps and farts and mistakes. And then I started this reaction channel, and this reaction channel just, you know, I started spotting the fakery. Then I discovered debunkers, and these debunkers are quite artistic in what they do editing wise, you know. All these little zoom in, zoom outs and stuff that I'd never considered doing before. I was like, I need to learn how to do that. And in learning how to do that, I then learned how to do masking, which helps me in debunking. To then going out and doing my own paranormal investigations and editing them better, because despite what people think, I have been paranormal investigating for years. Never as a full-time thing, always on and off. But I never recorded them, never had the equipment, never had the desire to record them, because the only experiences I had were most haunted, taps and ghost adventures. Well, 2 of the 3 of those were garbage. Most of the stuff I saw on the TV, I was just like, this is shit. I keep going out on a Saturday night with the boys and we ain't getting nothing. We're just giggling our asses off. Then when I was reacting, me and Dean started to go out, and me and Mrs. Geek went out a couple of times, and I was like, I want to make better videos. On the Ouija Brothers. Oh, sorry, went back to the Ouija Brothers, because I started watching the Ouija Brothers in lockdown. There was a few videos of theirs that me and Mrs. Geek watched, because I couldn't go anywhere. And then when I started my reactions and started investigating, because I did my first investigation before any debunking video, I came home, I just edited out all the fluff and made an hour video that looked and sounded like crap, and watched it back like, that was awful, but it was fun. I want to get better. And people keep saying that my investigation videos are getting better and better and better. I want to get out and investigate more. I mean, I want to edit them to look better. The one I've recently done with Real Evidence, people were like, you've nailed this with the editing, and did you colour grade this? In places. The B-roll, I colour graded, and then I put an old school film filter over the top of it, just to try and make it stand out and pop. And I didn't just do the 20 minutes of B-roll at the beginning. I took advice off bigger channels than myself, channels I respect, and was like, do some B-roll by all means, but take people on a walkthrough, talk through the walkthrough. Luckily, the walkthrough is easier to talk through because I was with 2 other people that kept tripping over shit. So no, the debunking isn't stopping. The investigating isn't stopping. What is stopping? And, you know, this is 28 minutes now. This is probably going to be a 20 to 30 minute video of me talking to you guys, and some people like these, some people don't. If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's quite easy. But the be all and end all of it is, I will still debunk in the way that I have always debunked. There will be comedy, there will be shenanigans, and there will be calling out of, you have ultimately faked that. And that's where that ends. I won't be getting into the personal drama, I won't be getting into slanging matches, and I'm going to start blocking comments. I've only ever blocked comments that were against terms of service, because I believe people have the right to an opinion whether I agree or disagree. But these downright nasty comments that are not threatening, not really against terms of service, but they kick off the community, they piss people off, and then it starts all this backfighting, I am removing those from now on. And you can see I'm controlling the narrative all you want, fine. I'm controlling the narrative, have at it. But I'm controlling... What I'm trying to control is what people perceive of me as a debunker and my community. I can't control the other channels and what they do. You know, the channels I regularly interact with, they don't have the same problems I have, because they don't get into the arguments after the videos are out. They put the videos out and that's where it stays. They get some shitty comments, they ignore them. I've never ignored them. I've always gone at them. And then, you know, a few people in my comment section and a conversation with a few channels have helped me with this realization that I'm looking in the wrong places sometimes. I need to be looking at the people that are like, love this content. The comments where people are like, you've really helped me with my mental health. You know, the Rara is hilarious. You dressing up as Thor is really funny. Yeah, help my house. My house is really haunted. Part 1, 2, 3. They were hilarious. They're really funny. You debunking this channel has really helped me. You showing the truth has helped me. That's what I need to focus on. It's the making people laugh, the helping people with the realization, and then just having this fun-filled community where the live streams are getting bigger and bigger and bigger every week, and we keep having more and more fun every week. To have my last live stream taken down because I went off at people that were threatening me. What the hell was I doing? These live streams have always been fun, and I spent 2 of my 3 live streams this week absolutely destroying everyone and everything that had ever said anything bad against me. I'm not going to change their minds by ranting. They're not going to suddenly go, oh, do you know what, Beardo? Since you shouted at me in that way, you're right. I'll stop faking my content. It'll never happen. It's the definition of madness to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. There won't be a different outcome. I can't change them in their investigations, and I can't change their audience's mind, so I'm not going to try. I will make my videos for the real paranormal community and the debunking community and the paranormal community at large, you know, for people looking for debunking and looking for real evidence. Not the channel, you know, real paranormal investigations. That's where my content lies. That's where my content will stay. So if I bring out a video and I call your channel fake and you want to come into the comment section and go, you knobhead, you lied, you did this. No, I didn't. And I'll just remove that comment. You can sound off however you want on your channel, on your social medias. I don't care. I'm not getting into it anymore. it stressed me out. It stressed my audience out. My wife was actually fearful that I was going to go on an investigation and get jumped, that people were setting me up. That's how bad it's got. And I can't even blame those channels for that. Okay, some of them have threatened me. Some of them have made a point of saying we're going to find out where he is, and they've been asking people. But that's on me, because I keep poking and I keep trying to shake sense into people, and I can't. So the debunking videos stay exactly as they are. It's the aftermath. I'm done with the aftermath. It'll be video releases on a Monday. Tuesday, we'll live stream. We'll have a lot of fun. Wednesday, I was going to start streaming again, but I believe the Ouija Brothers are. I don't want to live stream the same time as the Ouija Brothers, not because it's competition, but because I enjoy their content and I want to be, modding for them and enjoying the community there. The video will come out on a Thursday, and then we'll have fun on a Friday, and then a Sunday we'll be playing horror games. It's as simple as that. So, there'll be less community posts about this channel said that, and I'm going to do this, that, and the other, because Jesus Christ was I getting caught up in it. So instead, you'll get community posts of, we've made another one of the Billy bullshits. Comment on this thread, and you could win one on Tuesday's stream, or, a Friday stream. I may, on a Thursday, say, right, we've got a Beardo Gets Scared hat that we're going to be giving away today. I'm going to give back to the community. I'm going to get back more into the positivity that this channel was supposed to have been based on, but I will still 100% be calling out bullshit. And if people don't like that, then people don't like that. Don't watch my videos, and don't try to convince me that what I'm doing is a bad thing. I can't convince you to stop faking your content. You can't convince me that debunking is a bad thing, because it's not. It's needed. Any team that says debunkers are not needed are probably worried about what we'll find, and that is fact. Anyway, I know most of you are going to be like, you just droned on for half an hour to say fuck all's changing except you're not arguing anymore, you prat. You're right. Anyway, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below if you have any. Much love to you all. Beardo out.